Welcome back to book name Hindu by Sannyas Guru De Mukhi. You can also visit on my website sannyas.guru or sannyas.live. The next chapter we are reading is Soul of Big Bang. This is to be against nature of religion, as everyone will to be profound over giving birth and procuring good nature into life. And Big Bang is a natural event, but when religious souls are attached to such topic as only mind towards life exit, even think there will be another Big Bang to exit from life. Is it really real what Hindu says when power is consumed, the light turns off, and life exits into first, and nothing surprises our universe like dramatic exit of fallen stars, as sometime in sky we see stars falling to death. So what gives birth to star is Big Bang according to Hinduism, and Lord Shiva technology of being in power of meditative chakra, their biggest body life and no body God evil. Both Father do we visualize and listen to the warheads. People in Hinduism believe and worship Lord Shiva from centuries, but do not have all the existential evidence of life of Shiva. But soul of Big Bang is Hinduism. I Sanyasi wish to and doing a declarative concept of Shiva Lord explosive nature, which is instant time lapse and dramatic in world of universe and cosmic power. Lord Shiva, the Father of universe, has their own rules and set of beliefs towards every cosmic illusion and shall not be spoken any time without behavior of worship from start till end towards any subject of discussion. The suppressed power energy belongs and not belong. Topic suggests Big Bang in universe happens because of Hinduism over earth, and thus universe is widely, rapidly giving birth to new life environment. Lord Shiva is power that one religion or even so many religions altogether cannot. If one Big Bang comes out to life like first planetary system, and people over such planet found name for God and claimed Shiva, and that name traveled toward time which cannot be counted or repeated any time, anywhere over universal plane. Time is entirely private entity of planet with reference to their solar life, play and such thing which we easily call time. Is big sutra between God evil existence. Time itself can be called Lord, but Shiva has become universal Lord and is trying to acquire such place in universe because of Hinduism on planet Earth. Soul of Big Bang means the reason of explosion. And why? Because the existence believes to happen. Such topic represents a low-grade tantrum of Earth to release all of its energy into one big fuzz. Big fuzz does not have any belonging with any other planets, but the solar system does have all the judgment before it happens from the reason of why. When power of life claims a reason of why, thus the power tends to change, and thus soul of Big Bang try to change to negative, and that means Hinduism coming further for discussion over natural event to open suppressed energy gates. Big Bang is like a thought somewhere where spending life in universe in state of Shiva. Play of life which suddenly poured off itself from another part of universe and explode once again. But that seems simple when you are from Earth, and such Earth is out of such cosmic play. Big Bang thus simulates and starts another event into somewhere in universal bodies. People of Hinduism say God always take avatar on earth, and thus such God easily take power of such event out of which, cause of which, reason of which, source of which earth plays happen exist in nature. Such avatar have power to steal the element power of such planet, and with jnana power gives it one more shot in universe while living along in body nature form. People even in other religions have so sacred info over Hindu and Hindu God. Playing universe as such forces are evil and are covered life instances by same priest of Hindu, so that evil does not harm earth or universe as rapid or soon in the absence of God will. But because evil definition and play are live, because they are not to be publicized by any religion in the absence of God. But yes, when God crushes evil and religion, people hear out of such cosmic play, then they are written over failure of evil. God, although is always busy in populating, nurturing, raising planets or life, but religion say Big Bang does not happen just for no cause and by no power of Atma, but it happens by and for reason. Hindu people, even without power of biggest evil and gods, tend to work on each portion of spirit and thus result out to bigger superior cosmic events. Earth is a planet under sun, which is not just a small purpose event of cosmos, a belief of devas, that God itself present out there waiting for some biggest closest happening on earth. But Hindus tend to fight over that life is not just new, and it already happened, thus is night dream. Now Earth has taken Hinduism into such care area where religion are working all together to end up Earth to find new religion of one that cannot be won over any subject of change and thus carry out power of each religion to fight cosmic power of God. The power of instant life and death with one eye bending and God motivating with own range of efforts with help of evil mind play. Although God of goodwill are sent only when the universal God Father finds a real reason to send as a reason to change or even diminish planet. For God, the event is not all and cannot be all because of rituals and religion, seen and not seen by God. Element of fire have delivered script of ignorance of far away core of earth, telling within witness of life that is Atma, that it is all sacrament, all happening once again, and God of universe is used to it, which is not true, and even people or priests using God of universe for nonsense because of karmic life, regression ends up onto one own way without any cosmic planning or play, but even if anything without fuss. Big Bang is like blink of Lord Shiva, one eye nature. For people in religion is a small event only for evil spirits, but each birth and rebirth is not in the play for bodies, as God plays in Hinduism as name roulette, which gives out shadow-like fever on earth for both God and evil pass of life. But even that has to be under God vision. Each planet and talking about those planets from Earth is like against religious practices. But because we only take birth once, and thus our decision to devote spirit towards God or evil is that just has space inside God Atma. Our body is nothing less than Atma for God, and when such Atma think of cosmic play, only God has such visibility to interfere or disrupt as all belongs to universal God Father. Because Hinduism, name roulette also challenge God play, and God who is Father hence becomes another added advantage for life, and God presents lives extra period even along with passed out soul judgment and newly captivated body. But because it is one of Hindu karma but also have all the base suppression of Big Bang like energy, God has Atma of lived one and also have awaited Hindu cremation of on name roulette Hindu program, those give God name to baby and they suffer and live along till the another Big Bang to exit with crore of trapped soul on earth till one big pouch exit of Atma cap as well according to belief. God is simple, generic, good will to live along with beautiful creature and reasons all good chapter exists, God is alone. How we tell that Hinduism relates them to Big Bang as other buried dead one to exit them out of earth procurement time, and being even their dead can come out as insects, trees or sick creatures. But Hindu burns out the dead, leaving no reason for God or the God life to repeat the dead one into another way of formation to begin birth process after passing God sets of rule to avoid one mind hack. For certain reason to avoid evil out of God, which only gives out another religious group. When even God cannot find exit and distance from evil and could not answer some event over some planet and thus exit such existence with another big first event. But because God is creator, Hinduism are Big Bang producers over each death, then this is only Big Bang to give birth somewhere and some first somewhere. But what this topic relates to that Hinduism is written in re-engineered back script with the hack over core personality of loving and creating, but Hinduism act of burning body did not give a chance to earth for good Atma of good to live again, and thus big failure of natural death and non-natural witness which is God and thus stand alone. Truth require no evidence as it is God. Lie require no truth as it has no God. It is when you come to end before it begins. Mind of several thousand is that Big Bang is to finish the chapter, but it is like big fiesta. So how Hindu represents themselves to the big party? One truth of Hinduism being used is in the time travel that life is still to happen. Whatever you see has not happened yet. But if you say and you said it is truth of Hinduism, then the whole paragraph is not said yet. What we want to say exactly is under God vision. And when someone in relation to Hinduism think of God destroying earth mean no respect of God decision happening as locked in time, then each existence in the happening near cross of Hinduism gets the shake of real God Atma. Some feel earthquake, some even visualize Big Bang sunrise, or some see God living body. As someone close to the existence die has God-like for some space to breathe. So can you see small cap of Big Bang happening in these passages? And these are life scripts written by God Atma. And understand to let and nurture furthermore thousands of earth years, even if God stand alone one day on this planet Earth. We might see a stock page written over calendar period of Earth, but universal time is only belonging nature of God, and we can enthral of ourselves if we can enthral God, and we do not know about some event. Those come out as God voice near to you, and even surprise some happening, because anything happening in other universal form is not Hindu. When big soul priest of Hinduism or some trapped soul playing with lifespan and acting to be living Hinduism trends to visualize God as one drop moment, acting according to oneself, but because have and does not need to see other religion on same drop moment. That is why God is present in each body of Hinduism, and thus relates every dead and living to find another Big Bang out in closest dark places of universe, so that someday they crashes to other planetary system. If you know everyone, but you do not know God only because God is busy and will be busy to fill out empty spaces out of liveliness in Hinduism. Hinduisms are dropped that body to keep their life busy to just remember God as their religious activity, chants, mantra, and no knowledge on time of creation, planets, and their family. So it is big spiral of God, time spiral, and family trying to declare exit as there could have been better time giving religion for God to act wisely, to worship God and to yell about their prophecy out of name roulette, and respect out of thousands of book why the key devotee was not even surrendered when the planetary system leaves because of God Atma profile. Anything standing outside that profile is big first, but unless you find Big Bang, the time of planet revolves to Oman. God called Earth and it was not the Earth responded, but some weird happening because Earth was God, daughter, name, and since then they evolved around each other. Why we see that beginning of some planets is out of soul. Some religion even believe universe to be body of God. Thus a lifelong life happening. Soul means a byproduct of life lived. Like we lived a time frame and then our souls stay inside planet Earth to seek salvation. Therefore, a new Big Bang in the universe is just like soul of planet lived out there in the universe and coming to end but has not ended until new planets come out to life. Universe is like to be so big with full rich million stars calling to be planetary life. We have no idea what kind of life is happening there and what kind of colors of nature or even other storyline for those planets. But God need to answer even if the life begin as magical through any or form, any beginning, there remains only God witness. And if somebody planets like us comes to which could not be justified, then God brings out this devil to begin their life to end such misery. Hindu religions have a lot of evil spirit connection and details about their powers, and other religions could only deal with one kind of evil power, Satan, which is thought to be hell angel god. Why Big Bang is related and being told with religion to Hinduism is that somehow Satan has some Hindu storyline but is powered by a god. To fill out the religion childish and other corrupt behaviors, most of the religion women they pollute and tries to find each thing about religion and their storyboard, and thus men humans strive to fill those. Life of planets and life of human beings, they are like to be of no relation with each other. However, Hinduism believes one soul exists without death of planet and meets source nature. Planet lifespan is supposed to be billion of years only if you are in relation to planet. But when you think of rebirth from sleep, it's just like a blink of eye. And you live again, and such is also the period of one planet to live. There are no billion years to live, but is another blink that is of the Father universal species, and logical and other humanity behavior dependent. Look at octopus, it is a one of ocean, but also like universal God. Body and more than 8 planetary cultures, some are even 1,000 planetary bodies of God, which one end upon some logical ending, thus one octopus ends. What we are trying to say about lifespan of planet is not just that planets are left to live in universal time-space, but they are like living in one animal-like body in the universe and awaiting some logical end of if then the planet's time is settling. After that, animal life reaches to logical end. Then releasing of Atma happens, but because planet is not going to live again as logic is already declared, the only thing about animal is that animals stay alive without planetary life and stars, and their dimensional place because even God has systemized bliss to shift forward Atma to another logical planet, only by logical ending of switching of starlight. Universal bodies and their boundaries is not on any science fiction play, but the distance covered and lifespan of those bodies cannot be without logic. According to Hinduism, each thought out of any mind, species, or animal as the God nature provides those thoughts to the universal body God to process inside universal play, and if found being consumed within planetary system or universal body, otherwise the logic of planet goes out of universe nature, and thus the rays of light directing life to another Big Bang. Sometimes a planetary system lives inside universal amoeba, sometimes there are 2 or more planetary systems, because sometimes and exactly the universe is like not a producer of time, hence time becomes like creature, and the fluid in its system, scientists say, when our planets use all the gases, thus power lift off, and that is the fluid nature of one planet time. When religion, Hindu, cremates and vast witness media look over planet Earth, but because universal God only have one thought, blink thought, only people and animal around such, its ceremony directly gets God-like thought, or God-like being, universal being itself. As God of universe does not like to be busy, but only like to enjoy otherwise what is use of being Father of universe. So it provides the God that some thoughts have been burnt off and they were not for Father to know, and thus the power of the witnesses are carried to their cremation. God of universe always take care of love and honesty in belonging to life and time of logic. Like ancient Maya culture that is secret to another mystic life, as it is Maya, not religion. Thus, the relationship of Maya culture and God of universe had a progress, and then God secretly allowed them tricks to skip time, and also live planetary system, and thus can be called future invading for some planets. But Hindu and power of it is like they just created a ritual which forever cannot be God universe logic. And thus God took out soul out of Hindu and created a mirror of self till the eternal well-being and logical living for other planets. There is no power that could rule out God behavior and decision. Hindu thought they trapped God, but even 1 second of God witness in a human was spread to thousands of years. So God even discarded the planet for religious play and logical explanations of all other assets and universal bodies. Science on Earth took birth and technology had a wow beginning and will wow, but human and we can say men of Hinduism will be missing as God even lost relation as man to native logic to science, or since science crossed Hindu man logic which could not satisfy another answer to provide God into religion. And thus every other religion has joined Hinduism just to tell Hinduism that your religion has no more logic, just burn out the body into one. When we read Hindu scripts and Sanyasi fail as they are not Hindu scripts, they are universal scripts belonging essence of universal God and their animal like God, but Hindu like other religion part of Mother Earth, but trying their soul to salvage and meet Father of universe. This is out of Hinduism, and judgment is also requested to form another Big Bang, but related to Hinduism. Religious priests have saved thousands of books and godheads pictorial, those can travel planetary system upon universal Father request. When they visited Hinduism, made religion with them and wrote things about their visit, because they did not die and they flew away or disappeared into magic, were honored as devas. But these books are in Hinduism living over earth human mind, and their visit is still being sold as public to even other religion. And thus God of universe still stand on the idea of Big Bang, as Hindu never supposed to care about witness and God program of nature. So try to understand the God or Avatar, our special logical being sent to cure Hinduism, which was out of universal God, and then it became like even universal only belonged to Hinduism, which is totally incorrect, and even providing living eye view of burning loved one and with knowledge of its worldwide is another incorrect approach of religion. Thus whole time and place of playful Hinduism turns out to be just mirror of universe. Because by the various God of universe and the logic out of Hindu rituals, Hindu people cannot even have their own real relation with God and planet mother, and how they will believe, how they will behave to relationship of universal God and motherhood. Universe over billion stars, billion planets and life, nature and logical belief traveling in its own enjoyment, and Earth Hinduism giving another reason to God to procure another Big Bang. God have created so many Hindu logic tantrum instances, Atma, cross-life traps, and such visual virtual arts have inside Hindu mind, which are and can be and shall be used to other planet life to nature colorful visual life. Because Hindu directly says God live in them and they are God, and their kings are such, but such things are just live life and could not turn back. Whatever lives one is written to God, Atma, soul, hence life stays as one's instance. But if you could let fly insects, animals, or microbes eat the beloved one, then you could have proved you came for eating and other things out of respect for Father Nature. But Hindu burns out the existential life while claiming that life is just gone their ways. No one trying to invoke God to silent and peaceful death, because there is no beginning and no end to a universe. But thinking gives you for godly love in you, like a child you think of God. But other public religious ceremony cannot be wiped out. So Big Bang is a big boom to life, and big fuss is like a fuse down the life.